Speaking of fighting, the IR Minister Murray Watt, he's challenging his opponent Michaelia Cash to a debate. Live now to Canberra, Murray Watt joins us. Why you want a debate, Murray?
G'day, Pete. Well, I think the Australian people deserve to know at the next election what policies Peter Dutton and the Coalition have in mind for them when it comes to wages and workplace conditions. We've already seen Peter Dutton say that if he's elected, he'll scrap the right to disconnect, he'll wind back casuals' rights. He said he won't stand up for penalty rates, but he's also promised a range of other repeals of workplace laws, but he won't tell us what they are. So I think a nationally televised debate here in Canberra between me and Michaelia Cash, his workplace relations spokesperson, is a good way for everyone to see what the different parties have got to offer.
Yeah, so like you make the point there, they have been clear on what they're going to do. So what would be the point of it? Like you said there, they've been clear on repealing the right to disconnect and the definition of a casual. Plus, they want to restore the ABCC, which is not a secret to anybody. So what would come out of it?
Well, importantly, what Angus Taylor, the Shadow Treasurer, has also said before is that they have a range of other repeals of workplace laws in mind, and they've said that they'll release that before the next election. So let's get it out there. We all know the next election is not too far away, and especially at a time when we've finally managed to get wages moving again in this country, I think Australians deserve to know what the alternative government has in mind in terms of repeals of laws that have delivered higher wages and have delivered more secure jobs. You know, being able to pay your bills, you need to have a job, you need to have a well-paid job. We've worked hard to try and turn wages around, and people need to know what these other repeals are that the government, that the alternative government has in mind.
All right, on housing this morning, Minister, you've got some new data suggesting that you're making some progress on that front. What is it?
Yeah, it's really encouraging that, you know, obviously it took a long time for us to get support from the Parliament for the housing fund, the $10 billion housing fund that we've established, but we've already now seen several hundred homes actually built using that fund and over 5,000 more now underway, with even more in the planning stages. So it's great to see some of those homes actually starting to be built and delivered, with many more coming. And of course, this is one of the many cuts that Peter Dutton and the Coalition have said that they'll make if they're elected. So just at the time when we've started getting some homes actually built for Australians, instead of that, the Coalition want to rip that away. You know, I mean, we saw that story also break this morning about Peter Dutton's own property portfolio. It just seems to indicate that he doesn't have a sense of the need for housing to be built for other people rather than himself.
Well, just before I get to that, so 340 homes are complete. I mean, that's still a long way short of your lofty targets, is it not?
Yeah, look, we know we've got a long way, but as you would have seen, also there are 5,000 or over 5,000 more
but that's
under
still,
construction.
Isn't that 1.2 million's the target?
Yeah, well, obviously the 1.2 million also involves homes that are built in the private market that aren't funded by government. But look, I'll be honest, we wanted to get started building these homes a lot earlier, but we were not able to get support from the Coalition or the Greens for many, many months to be able to create this fund so that it could start investing. But I'm pleased that finally, passing that legislation, we've been able to get on and start building.
So just on that, you just raised that story about Peter Dutton, and this is off the back of claims about previous share transactions. I mean, he's allowed to buy and sell property. What exactly is the allegation here?
Well, it seems from this story that there have been a number of homes that Peter Dutton bought or sold that weren't actually declared on the parliamentary register in the way that they're required to be. So there's that issue. But I guess it also just goes to the point about whether Peter Dutton is actually in touch with what Australians are going through at the moment. He's trying to stop us from building homes. He said that he will actually cut the fund that is building homes for Australians who need them, while at the same time he's out there acquiring his own property empire to put himself first.
Right, I mean,
so I think it just goes
he's
to the...
selling, he's not...
There's nothing wrong with someone...
He's not buying, though, like the Prime Minister is.
There's nothing wrong with someone buying and... Well, it would appear that Peter Dutton has bought and sold 30 properties, or 26 properties, I think it is, valued at $30 million all up in the time that he's been in Parliament beforehand. I remember a lot of noise being made about the Prime Minister buying one home.
Sure, so are you trying to draw an equivalence here?
No, I think the point I'm making is, first of all, he should have declared these property transactions as he's required to do as a Member of Parliament. But secondly, I think it gives some insight into why he doesn't think that it's important that governments invest in homes. He's been able to amass a property empire of himself, and good luck to him. He's bought and sold homes. But I don't think that he should be standing in the way and threatening to cut a fund that is actually delivering homes for essential workers, for women fleeing domestic violence, for veterans. They're the people who need homes, not people like Peter Dutton and me.
All right, Murray Watt, good to chat as always. Thank you. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks.